Hey brother, Kakamora.
What?
Yeah, I agree. Moana did not give us a very good explanation for what these little coconut pirate dudes are. Like, are they living coconuts? Does that make them pirate plants? Oh God, you know, somehow that seems more terrifying than actual pirates. Well, today we are going to get to the bottom of these little weird guys and figure out the truth about Kakamora. So in case you missed it, the Kakamora are the coconut pirates of the South Pacific who ambush Moana and Maui shortly after they begin their adventure together. But what or who they are is never really sufficiently explained. They just sort of pop up out of nowhere, get defeated, and then are never heard from again. I mean, it's fine. I totally understand the point of the encounter, like it's for Moana to start earning Maui's trust, which still won't fully come to fruition until later in the movie after she outsmarts Tamatoa. But are coconut pirate monsters really a thing? Like, is that a part of Polynesian culture? Well, yes and no. Yes, there are such a thing as Kakamora. No, they are nothing like what you see in the movie. In fact, what you are seeing might not even be what you think you're seeing. Because it turns out these little guys are not coconuts at all. They are just clad in coconut armor. Wait, holy crap, is that Baymax? Aw, he's 99% coconut and 1% personal healthcare companion. Except no, like I said, they're not actually coconuts, which was sort of like mind-blowing for me because that's what I thought. I thought they were just sort of magically enhanced coconuts. With premier scribbling abilities, I might add. I mean, geez, the most impressive thing they end up doing is like the drawing on their faces. Or possibly their use of hamster wheel technology. I mean, vastly underestimated. We should really be using more of that. And yes, I know that magically enhanced coconuts might sound stupid, but then again, this is a movie with a shape-shifting demigod, a lava monster, a giant golden crab, and an island who is actually a giant goddess, and a really stupid rooster. So yeah, coconut pirates are not that weird.
They're kinda cute.
No. Instead, they are actually very tiny human-like creatures who are just wearing the coconuts as armor, which is also kind of weird. I mean, they're wearing the coconut as armor, but then they also have extra armor they put on. Like, what is the point of the extra armor? And the whole coconut thing gets even weirder when you consider that the creatures the Kakamora are based on have nothing to do with coconuts at all. The inspiration for the Kakamora we see in the movie come from the legendary creatures of Polynesian mythology called Kakamora. Kakamora are one of several mysterious creatures said to inhabit the Solomon Islands, along with giants and dragon snakes, and whether or not they are actually real is sort of a conundrum. Or should I say, coconundrum. I'll pause and let you laugh. But no, it is not a coconundrum because, like I said, they have nothing to do with coconuts. The actual creatures are probably more like what the movie version would look like if they weren't wearing the coconut armor, which is to say, the scariest versions of hobbits you can imagine. They are said to actually only stand about 120 centimeters, or 4 feet, for anyone not on the metric system, myself included. They have very long and sharp nails used for stabbing things, and are generally considered harmless, but have been known to attack humans. But when they are not attacking humans, they generally live off of nuts, fruits, and, I'm not kidding, possums, which sounds disgusting, but apparently they are quite fond of them. And before you ask, yes, I have tried possum before, unwittingly, may I add. A frequent annual chili cook-off I attend served a chili called roadkill chili, which I thought was just a clever name, but was actually meant to indicate that the meat in the chili was possum meat, not actually from a road, but like that's sort of what they were going for, and ugh, man, I would not recommend it. Nope. Anyway, long story short, I did not vote for his chili and later went on to make this video where I complained publicly about it. So, in your face, possum chili man. Anyway, back to Kakamora. You would think a race of tiny human stabby creatures would be of immense interest and investigation, like, hey, whoa, the missing link. And yet, confirming their existence has been weirdly difficult. They're said to live in limestone caves and trees deep in the jungle of Makira Island, which is one of those weird places on Earth that has somehow gone mostly unexplored. Unexplored because the islanders who live there consider the jungle to be taboo, or taboo, and they're the people in charge, so their culture is the one that gets respected, and yeah. the jungle goes unexplored. So who knows, maybe they actually are out there. Personally, I doubt it, but if you should find yourself in the jungles of Makira Island, be careful, because the Kakamora are known to be tricksters who may try and lure you off your path. One such technique involves them beating one of their own kind until it starts crying, and then you, the wary traveler, will wander off the path to go aid it because you think it's a crying child. At which point they will basically just laugh at you for falling for their trick. Which is super unhilarious, by the way. Yeah, but again, they're only 4 feet tall, so what can they really do to you? Of course, I say that like I wouldn't freak out if, like, you know, I don't know, like a squirrel started charging at me. It actually does sound like they could do some harm, though. Aside from having the long, sharp, pointy nails, they are also said to be extremely strong, like 3 to 4 times as strong as a regular man. Whatever, man, I say bring it on. It's not like you're a squirrel or something. The good news is there's a very easy solution to dealing with them. The color white. Kakamora are extremely afraid of the color white. It's like a reverse surrender flag. Like, you wave the surrender flag and they surrender. Easiest war ever. So yeah, in summation, actual Kakamora are undiscovered, super strong, long-nailed, possum-eating trickster hobbits who fear the color white and can't make fire. Did I mention the fire? Yeah, they can't make fire. They can only steal it, which is a really weird problem, if you ask me. So ultimately, they are nothing like the little dudes you see in Moana. They have nothing to do with coconuts. They definitely would not be sailing around, and especially not on a 3-part Mad Max coconut trash barge thing. And that is the truth about the inaccurate portrayal of the probably made up anyway Kakamora. Ben, my question for you and everybody else is, does stuff like this bother you? I mean, on the one hand, you are giving a lot of exposure to a culture that a lot of people know very little about. But on the other hand, if you portray it wrong, then that can be harmful too. But then with something like Kakamora, it's like they're already made up, probably. So, I mean, are you really doing anything wrong by misinterpreting them? I don't know. I see both sides of it, but I would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the towel section below. Guys, thanks for watching. As always, please remember to like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe so you don't miss any future Moana content from us. If you want to see how not only the Kakamora are real, but also how Tamatoa is real, you can check out this video right here. And if you would like to wear some Super Carlin Brothers awesomeness, we have just released our new t-shirt on dftba.com. Click the card and you can go check that out right now. But Ben, that's everything I got for you today, man. I will see you in another life, bro.